Hi, I'm unavailable. So, Deltacraft is, if you've been following my channel, you would know, a mod about adding Deltarune to Minecraft. And surprisingly, I'm not the first one to think of this. There are a couple other people who have thought of this before me. So, I thought it'd be pretty cool to look at some of those mods and review them. The first one I want to show off is uh, Jackenstein from Deltarune by Krebzilla Studios. This one is a pretty simple mod. It doesn't add much, but it doesn't claim to either. It just adds Jackenstein's pumpkin and his key. The key deals 999 damage, which is a bit powerful, not something you put on your survival world exactly. Uh, to balance that out, it has quite an expensive crafting recipe, which I'll put on screen. Uh, the model is a bit janky, but it's it's quite funny looking, so it gets a pass. That's legitimately it for Jackenstein's pumpkin. Uh, So, we move on to the next mod, which is just called Deltarune mod. So, we have Deltarune mod, just nondescript Deltarune mod, by The Wrong One, which is an odd name, but I guess I'm not really in a position to judge names. But I think I'll let this one speak for itself. I can't take that face seriously, oh my god. The mod itself is pretty simple. The mod adds a couple miscellaneous items, but it also adds the knife, which is pretty important for a Deltarune mod, I guess. With the knife, you can enter the Dark World, in quotation marks, I guess. It just instant transmissions you straight into the Dark World, uh, which is janky, but I guess I can't really blame them. It was quite difficult to make the Dark World function. The only real issue with the Dark World is that Jackenstein kept spawning. He wouldn't stop spawning. But that did, even so momentarily, hide that there's nothing to do in this Dark World. It doesn't seem that the mercy or spare item that you receive for entering the Dark World actually does anything. Neither does the money. Before we move on to the next mod, I want to bring up my avatar because it changed. While I'm doing this portion, I would also like to turn the background on to Vaporwave because it looks cool. My previous avatar used the white side as the like weird corrupted side of the head, but this one uses static because I think static gets the idea across better. Originally, the idea was that it was going to be the like Undertale Lost Soul looking uh like face cover thing, but that effect didn't really work out exactly how I wanted it to, so I've just done static. And accidentally, the static has sort of made an eye on the head, so that looks really cool. Now, on to the next mod, which is a tiny little Tenna. My favorite character in Deltarune is Tenna, so, this is the perfect mod, and I will be putting this on all of my mod packs. But let's actually check out how the mod works in-game. The Tiny Tenna mod adds Tenna, obviously, but it also adds 3 music discs, that being TV World, TV Time, and the Green Room theme. Tenna is supposed to be able to be spawned by typing in chat, it's TV Time, but it only plays a sound file and doesn't spawn Tenna for some reason. But I'm sure that can be fixed later. When Tenna is spawned in, he can be tamed using redstone dust, and unlike most tameable mobs, you have to use a stick in order to tell him to stay or to move, and giving him bamboo tells him to uh, wander around, which is a bit janky, but in the mod description they did say it was just like a hobby, so I can understand not wanting to put too much effort to get the sitting and walking around code working. Tenna himself has 250 HP and can attack stuff, but I forgot to get footage for it. After Tiny Tenna, there are 3 mods that I'm going to show off at once, as they just add weapons. Black Knife by Duolingus Questador, Snowgrave by Bart B6, and Rudebuster mod by Cap. The Black Knife mod adds the Black Knife, which deals about 60 damage, and right-clicking causes a small lightning strike and jumps you up a little. After the Black Knife, we have the Snowgrave mod, which didn't work. It didn't work. So, uh, we're moving on to the Root Buster. The Root Buster mod adds the Sharp Axe and the Admin Sharp Axe, both of which shoot Root Busters, while the Admin Sharp Axe shoots them much faster. And also, the Sharp Axe model has about 4,000 cubes in the model, which I don't like. I was also going to include the Roaring mod in this video, but that one is a bit more complex, and this video is already about 8 minutes long, so I'm going to leave that for a part 2. Uh, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell if that even does anything anymore. Pretty sure notifications are on by default nowadays. Uh, you can find all the mods showcased in this video in the description down below. Bye!